Hello, friends of the Mindful Parenting channel. Today, let's talk about respecting our children's privacy and individuality, whether they are 5 to 7 years old or teenagers on the verge of adulthood. This is one of the areas where parents most often make mistakes. I'll never forget one afternoon at my clinic when Ms. Han brought her daughter in for counseling. She shared, "Lately, my daughter keeps locking herself in her room. I worry, so I often go in to check, read her diary, and look at her phone. But the more I do that, the more distant she becomes, even saying she hates me. I just want what's best for her." Ms. Han's story is not uncommon. Many parents, out of love and concern, unintentionally violate their child's privacy, making family relationships tense and distant. Privacy isn't just about having your own room or keeping secrets. It's about the right to be yourself, to have your differences respected, and to freely explore and develop your own identity. When children's privacy is respected, they feel safe, confident, and responsible for themselves, gradually forming positive personal qualities like independence, self-respect, empathy, and respect for others. I've met many young people who, simply because their parents trusted them and allowed them to make small decisions in life, matured quickly and learned to take responsibility for their choices. On the other hand, those who were overly controlled often lacked confidence, became rebellious or withdrawn, and struggled to adapt socially. The family is the first cradle of personality formation. Parents are both protectors and companions, creating space for their children to grow. When parents listen and respect personal boundaries, children are more likely to open up, share, and cooperate. Conversely, if parents are too controlling or impose their own thinking, children tend to withdraw, rebel, or lose connection with the family. I often tell parents, respecting privacy doesn't mean neglecting your child. It means giving them space to grow, to explore and mature, while always being there when they need you. In my counseling experience, I've noticed several very common mistakes that many parents make, even though they come from a place of love. Strict control, always wanting to know everything about their child, checking their phone, reading their diary, searching their room, imposing preferences and opinions, forcing children to be like themselves, from clothing and friends to personal interests, denying privacy, believing this house belongs to the parents, so does the child's room, entering the room or searching belongings without permission, comparing and judging differences, criticizing or belittling children for their unique tastes, interests, or friends, not distinguishing between care and control, thinking that the stricter the control, the better and safer the child will be. If these mistakes are not recognized and corrected in time, they can have long-lasting consequences for a child's personality development and family relationships. Now, let's break down each mistake I mentioned. See if you recognize yourself in any of these. 1. Strict control. Strict control is when parents always want to know everything about their child. Who they text, what they talk about, even searching their room or reading their diary. I once met a mother who checked her daughter's phone every day and secretly read her diary, fearing her daughter was hiding something bad. At first, she thought she was protecting her child. But the more she controlled, the more her daughter hid things, set passwords, and even lied to keep secrets. What are the consequences? Children feel distrusted, become rebellious, or withdrawn, and stop sharing with their parents. The family atmosphere becomes tense. The more parents control, the more distant the child becomes, and the connection fades. Sometimes, this very control pushes children away, making them seek understanding elsewhere, even in unsafe places. 2. Imposing preferences and opinions. Imposing is when parents want their child to be just like them, from how they dress and choose friends to their hobbies. I remember a boy who loved drawing, but his father forced him to learn piano because I wanted to learn when I was young but couldn't. The boy had to quit art class and gradually lost interest in all activities. What are the consequences? Children lose motivation, don't dare express their opinions, and may become withdrawn or quietly rebellious. The family lacks understanding, the child feels disrespected, and the atmosphere becomes heavy. In the long run, children grow up lacking confidence, afraid to pursue their passions, and easily influenced by others. 3. Denying privacy. Denying privacy is when parents believe this house is ours, so is your room, and enter or search their child's room without asking. One mother told me, "I go into my child's room anytime, tidy up, and rearrange things." But her teen felt violated, no longer wanted to stay home, and often found ways to go out or locked herself in her room all day. What are the consequences? Children feel they have no personal space, lose trust in their parents, and stop sharing personal matters. The family is prone to conflict. Children become more distant, and the bond weakens. Sometimes, just a small gesture like knocking before entering is enough to make a teen feel respected. 4. Comparing and judging differences. Comparing and judging is when parents criticize or belittle their child's unique tastes, interests, or friends, often comparing them to other people's children. I once met a girl who liked dyeing her hair green and dressing uniquely. Her mother constantly criticized her. "What kind of girl dresses like that? Look at A, she's always gentle and well-behaved." The girl felt unaccepted and gradually stopped sharing anything with her mother. What are the consequences? Children become insecure, afraid to express themselves, or, conversely, rebel to assert their identity. The family atmosphere becomes cold, lacking empathy, and conflicts arise easily. When children don't feel accepted at home, they seek validation elsewhere, sometimes in unhealthy environments. 5. Not distinguishing between care and control. Many parents think that the stricter the control, the better and safer the teen will be. So every act of care turns into control. Ms. Lan told me, "I worry about my child, so I ask every day where she's going, what she's doing, with whom, and when she'll be back. My daughter says I ask too much and feels suffocated." Ms. Lan thought she was caring, but her daughter felt stifled. What are the consequences? Children are more likely to lie to avoid control, gradually losing trust in their parents. The family lacks openness, and parents and children grow apart, making it hard to share truly important issues. Sometimes, just a gentle question like, "Did anything fun happen today?" instead of, "Where did you go? With whom? When will you be back?" is enough for your teen to feel cared for without feeling controlled. 6. When to intervene and how to intervene. Many parents ask me, if we respect privacy, when should we intervene in our child's life, and how can we do it without hurting them? This is a very real question, because the line between respect and neglect is very thin. When should you intervene? Parents shouldn't intervene in everything, but also shouldn't stand by when their teen is in danger. Some signs that parents need to observe and support their teen include: the teen shows prolonged sadness, depression, withdrawal, or unusual behavioral changes. The teen is bullied, shows signs of abuse, or is at risk of dangerous behaviors like substance use, skipping school, or breaking the law. The teen suddenly changes friends, habits, or shows signs of self-harm. I once met a boy who used to be cheerful, but suddenly became withdrawn, didn't want to talk to anyone, and often locked himself in his room. His mother was worried, but instead of searching his room, she chose to sit down and gently ask, "I've noticed you're quieter lately. Is there something making you sad?" Thanks to this, he gradually opened up and shared about being bullied at school. How to intervene without hurting your child. The most important thing is for parents to maintain a respectful, listening, and supportive attitude, rather than judging or imposing. Here are some effective ways to intervene that I often recommend. Initiate conversations. Don't interrogate. Instead of bombarding your teen with questions like, "What are you doing? Where? With whom?" Start with gentle questions like, "Did anything fun happen today?" Or, "You seem tired lately. Can I help with anything?" Listen without interrupting. When your teen shares, let them finish without rushing to judge or give advice right away. Respect your child. Express feelings and boundaries. If your teen isn't ready to talk, give them time. Don't force it. Sometimes, just being patient is enough for your teen to come to you when they feel safe. Only intervene deeply when truly necessary. If there are signs of danger, you can take the initiative to find out more. But let your teen know first. For example, "I'm really worried about you and want to look into this together. Would you be okay with that?" Seek professional help when needed. If things feel too difficult, don't hesitate to reach out to a psychologist for advice and support. If parents intervene by controlling, searching, or interrogating, children will withdraw, lie, or rebel. But if parents listen and accompany their children, they will feel loved, trusted, and more willing to open up. In summary, respecting your child's privacy and individuality not only helps them develop healthily and confidently, but is also the key to maintaining connection and love within the family. We've looked at the crucial roles of privacy, common parental mistakes, real-life consequences, and how to intervene at the right time and in the right way to support your child. The most important thing, true love is when parents know when to step back, respect personal boundaries, and let their teen be themselves and grow up with trust and companionship. If you found this topic helpful, please subscribe and follow the channel so you don't miss future discussions on parenting and building a happy family. Don't hesitate to leave a comment, share your story, or ask questions below. I'm always ready to listen and accompany you. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video article. See you in the next topic.